The JECDB, I want to make a change to that, and I want to lower it to whatever the Watertown contribution is, pending adoption of a change to the bylaws that provides Mt.Juliet equal representation. The JECDB was set up a number of years ago. Its funding formula allocates a certain part of the cost to the county, and then proportionate shares to the City of Lebanon, City of Watertown, and Mt.Juliet. Its board membership is allocated by certain seats. Some of them are from private industry, some of them are from governmental entities. The way the budget is calculated, Mt.Juliet's fee goes up with our population. It's an adjustable number, but our board representation is not an adjustable number. It is a static number. So we have the same number of representatives on the JECDB board as Watertown does, and they pay about half what we pay in membership. It's not my intention to withdraw our participation in the JECDB, but to get attention to the representation issue. This has been raised over the past 6 months several times by the city manager to the attorney for the JECDB board, and no action has been taken. So until we get representation equal to our population, I recommend that we contribute based on the representation we have rather than our population. More than us. 3 or 4. 2. And Watertown is 2.
Can you give us a breakdown of representation?
I don't have everything with me, but I know that the county has a number of seats. Watertown has 2 representatives. Mt.Juliet has 2 representatives. Lebanon has 3 or 4 representatives, and we pay pretty close to what Lebanon pays in dues. And I'll be coming back with a motion to increase it as soon as we get our representation increased. So I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion?
Yeah.
Commissioner Justice?
Are we under contract? Any kind of contract? Do we sign any agreement?
It's a budget that we vote on every year. I
understand, but what vehicle do we have that led us to pay the amount that we pay? I mean, is that a verbal agreement, a shake of hands?
It's set up in their bylaws. I don't know that we have anything independent. I'm not trying to reduce our contribution. I'm trying to increase our representation.
I understand. I'm not disagreeing with that, but if I may get in, sure.
I know there's something in writing, and I think Bobby can tell us exactly what.
You don't want to be in breach of contract.
I know.
Yeah. It is mandated by the state as part of Chapter 1101 that we pay our share of the funding to the JECDB based on our population census. And I believe the penalty for not doing so, not to say, I agree with you, by the way, what you're doing. I'm not, debating that, but I'm afraid that you could lose your grants from the state if you don't pay what they mandate to be a part of the JECDB. That's the only thing that I'm worried about in that, because it is mandated by Chapter 1101 that was passed, I think, in 1999.
Well, the Wilson County JECDB was a front runner in the state that led the way. The city attorney has just volunteered to research that for us, but I don't intend to cut the funding. I intend to get their attention about representation levels. So
I kind of like I don't disagree with what you're wanting to do and kind of push them a little bit. But I think what we need to do before we make any adjustments, that why don't we, if it comes back, if there are no ramifications whatsoever, I'll vote with you on it. But let's wait and find out what those could potentially be before we make a move on it and make sure there's not anything that's catastrophic.
I don't think the dues are due July 1st.
I think we cut the budget to what Watertown is, and they'll send us a bill, no invoices.
Yep, they'll deal with it. All right, so we have a motion and a second. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. All those opposed?
No.
Any abstentions? Okay.